40,000 years ago in what is now Sulawesi, Indonesia, early humans painted what very well could be the first artwork ever made. These cave paintings were created by tracing the outline of a human hand, and ever since their creation, a heated debate has gone on throughout history. A debate over one simple question: is it okay to trace, or does tracing make you a bitch? The controversy surrounding this question has endured for 40,000 years, but with this video today, I intend to settle the debate once and for all. You see, I don't blame these early humans for tracing their hands. Hands are really fucking difficult to draw, and even legitimate artists often use reference apps, or photos. And what if these very same artists were to trace portions of those photos? Would it be cheating? I think we can all agree that graphic designers, for example, should be able to trace without any shame. Remember seeing this everywhere? This artwork is a tracing of a photo, and there's nothing wrong with that. The only problem is that the creator, Shepard Fairey, traced a photo that he did not own the rights to. He was sued and almost went to prison when he falsified evidence pertaining to his case. Okay, that might be an argument against tracing, but I still think that if you own the photo, there's probably nothing wrong with tracing it. Now, I know what you're thinking. No real artist would do that, but that's not true. Your favorite Disney animations were created through rotoscoping. In other words, the animators traced film footage frame by frame. Do you remember Gantz? That was a comic that was created entirely by tracing 3D models. And I've done that too, a little bit, usually just for vehicles. I have to admit, the artwork done this way looks pretty stiff, and it doesn't look great overall. Compare Gantz to Berserk. Which one do you think looks better? So, yeah, skill beats tracing every time. So what am I supposed to do? I have to learn how to draw? What about supplementing my current skill level with some of the software tools that we have now? What about taking photos of posable anatomy figures? I mean, you could set up a scene in SketchUp just to get the perspective right. Maybe just use a perspective grid. Of course, yeah, I only recommend doing this for production work because the obvious drawbacks to using these tools as a crutch, it's not good practice. You're not going to learn how to draw when you're tracing. These workflows are very tedious. So using tracing like this is definitely a waste of time. And yeah, your drawings are going to look stiff, kind of weird. And yes, the other drawback is that people on the internet might call you a bitch. Not me. I wouldn't call you that, okay? I'm not going to use that word. I'm not going to shame you for tracing. But we've all been there, where your friends call you out. You know, maybe you're playing pool, and you have to reach across the table, so you want to use that bridge thing. That's what it's for. But all of a sudden, your friends are saying, oh, Garrett's a bitch for using the bitch stick. It's not called a bitch stick. It's called a bridge, okay? And I'm sure you've played basketball at one point and been tempted to do a granny-style free throw, but you can't do it. Even though it has been proven by science that the underhand free throw toss is more accurate and it's better. But holy shit, it's unattractive, so you don't do it. Is that how tracing is? Is it just something that you can't do? Why not? Where does this end? Am I allowed to draw thumbnails to plan a composition? Can I use pencils to do a rough draft? What about whiteout? Can I use whiteout? Can I make any revisions? Or do I have to prove to some pretentious asshole that I can just go straight pen to paper, no planning, no reference, and do a finalized sketch and make it look perfect without any mistakes? Ridiculous. That's no way to work. At the end of the day, you gotta do what you gotta do to get the job done. Even if that means tracing a little bit. Hey, it's just my opinion. I'd be surprised if you didn't agree with me 100%. But if you disagree, let me know. I'm happy to argue with you. If you want to check out my comics, you can go to stimuluscomic.com and download them. In any case, thank you for watching. And if you see me tracing, please don't call me a bitch. Seriously. Don't call me a bitch. I'm serious about that. I'm not joking.